What is up, you guys? So today I'm going to be doing a quick budget with me video. I am going to be changing it up this month, and I am going to be combining my budgeting video with what I spend in the week. I feel like it would be a nice way to kind of get that seen more quicker. I will still try to keep them short. I do want to break down the paycheck that we did get this past week, which was Ty's paycheck, the first paycheck of the month. And for this paycheck, we are able to do what we did last month, which is cover all of the bills. That will be changing next month. Well, possibly, maybe. We'll see when we get there. But I do not share income information, and that is just for my personal privacy reasons. We do have all of our bills listed right here, and what I do to make note that we are covering bills is I fill in this whole section, and then as the bills get taken out of the account, I will highlight them. Let's just fill this in. If you are lazy like me, we can just copy and paste. And then as the bills get taken out, sometimes the amounts do change, and I will update that usually in a color of red or green, depending on if it was higher than what we projected or if it was lower than what we projected. I am not going to be paying towards my student loan, which is Navient, because right now student loans are deferred because of the pandemic. So I'm taking advantage of that and putting that money towards our savings or paying off other debt that we have, such as smaller credit card debt. That is how I know that all the bills are covered for the month, is just by having the amounts filled out. We come over here to weekly expenses. Today is Sunday, so we have been spending money on weekly expenses already, but I will show you guys what we are covering for this week. And I actually just went with the budget amount. I literally just put $184.25 into our credit card, which is what we use to purchase our variable expenses. Easy peasy. So I didn't have to change around any numbers. This month in particular is going to be possibly spending over budget quite a lot, but it is necessary. Here, I created this graph that helps me track the expenses. So as they're being used, I would highlight where we are on the graph, whether we're almost to our budget or if we've spent within our limits for the week. Home, my budget is only $10 a month. As you can see in this first week, we've already went over budget. So I've filled it out to the end because that lets me know we already went over budget. That is what that graph is up top. But of course, if you have this bullet journal, you can use that graph for whatever you feel is necessary for you. Because this is a new month, we are going to need a new Excel spreadsheet chart. So I'm going to show you guys how I create that. What I do is I just select everybody. So from the month all the way out, and then coming down to right above here, I'm going to copy. Now we're going to come here and paste. Let's come over here, and now I'm going to change the month. We are in September. Just going to make this column a little wider so we can see that better. Update dates over here. And I'm just going to start clearing out numbers from the previous month. Then I'm going to the colors back to normal. As I'm filming this, we've already covered 3 bills, which is rent, electricity, and Xfinity. So I'm just going to keep those the same. I'm going to keep them gray. Put in the numbers here. All right. I'm just going to move these bills up to fill in for the missing line, which changes everything around. Actually excited decided to update this in November because there'll be a lot of changes, and I'm excited. Change the colors to these to black. So highlighting these just makes note that all of the numbers are budgeted for. Like how I did in my bullet journal, that the budget is covered for, we have these numbers in here. So I'm just going to copy, paste, so that we know. So we did transfer over 184 to cover expenses. And then we also transferred over 999 is what we transferred over to American Express, and that is the amount that would be in here. So this helps me to know that for the rest of the month, for variable expenses, we have 585 left. So if I felt comfortable with the next paycheck, I could cover all of variable expenses if I want to, and then I wouldn't have to worry about bills and variable expenses for the rest of the month. I was updating our savings with you guys, so I will do that today. And I'm just going to put where we're starting out at 2,000. So this is less than what we had last time, and there's a reason why. We had to use the savings to pay for expenses that are happening, but we were able to add $1,100 to the savings. That is basically our budgeting video for the first week of September, and now I will show you guys how we spent it. I'm just going to be updating or doing the spend with me video in this format just for this first part because we have spent money and I did not film any of that, but I did fill it out in my bullet journal, so I'm going to show you guys what we've spent money on so far. So on Thursday, I did purchase some stuff from Amazon, which does have to do with our move that's happening next month. That is what that is towards, even though I did put it in our home budget, and I have a feeling as long as I put it in our home budget, it's going to increase the home budget, but that is fine with me. Ty bought groceries when he was home because he was home with us this whole week, which was really nice because lately his season has been super busy, which I am super grateful for, but it's just been so busy that we haven't really spent much time with him, so it was nice to actually get at least more than 2 days with him. He went grocery shopping for us yesterday and he used cash to pay for the groceries, but I still want to make note of it in my expenses. And then he did go to Cabela's yesterday. Him and Elena went. I want to keep that as an unexpected expense. And then they brought home beans and brews, which also puts our eating out budget over for the week. So that is basically what we've spent our money on so far. We are still under budget. We need to focus on staying under budget in particular areas like eating out and all of that. I am finishing up editing our budget with me / what I spent this week video. I gotta find a better title for that. So the last day we spent money was Saturday, and then we didn't spend money on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, which is the last budgeting day for the week. I do Thursday from the prior week to Wednesday the following week, if that makes sense. Today's the final day. We did spend money, which I will include like a skinnier vertical clip here because I filmed it for TikTok. But I just want to explain it. This morning, I had to go and move the car because Elena's speech therapist was coming. And when I turned on the car, I noticed that the tire pressure light was on. So I was like kind of worried, like, because we hadn't been driving the car since Saturday, since we took Ty to work. Basically learned how to check tire pressure right there. Noticed that it dropped a lot though, and I guess it's normal if the weather changes. So it's a lot colder now in Utah, like literally overnight. When I got off of work, I had to go to the gas station to add air into the tires, and that was a whole experience. But that is the charges from Maverick and Chevron, is me using the air machine to put air into the tires. So at Maverick, it was $1.50. And at Chevron, it was $1, but you can use your card. So that's what I used to pay for it. So it was $2.50. Ended up getting dinner because we were out and about. Didn't feel like cooking. So I went to McDonald's and I got Elena food, and then I just got fries for me, and it came out to like $10. Then I went to Beans and Brews, which was right next to Maverick. I got a sandwich and a drink, and it came out to $13, and then I tipped $15. So my total for the day is $35. It was like $35.96. We did not put gas this week, so technically we're under budget, but obviously in certain sections, like in eating out, we're over budget, that type of thing. Overall, we're under budget, if that makes sense. That will be the end of our budget with me and what I spent this week video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you want to keep up with me elsewhere, I am on Instagram and TikTok at Modern Twines. If you haven't already, please subscribe because that would mean so much to me. I don't think I have anything else to say except thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next one.